Suspected Portharcourt bomber is Josiah Preye. He's Wike supporter. Rivers State government opened can of worms. It has been reported that a prime suspect who accidentally detonated the dynamite near the presidential hotel on the Portharcourt-Aba Expressway during a protest was apprehended on Tuesday. The Rivers State government has identified one Josiah Preye as the suspect in the explosion that occurred on Portharcourt area of the state on Tuesday. It was reported that the prime suspect who accidentally detonated the dynamite near the presidential hotel on the Portharcourt to Aba Expressway during a protest was apprehended on Tuesday. The individual, who was part of a group of the protesters allegedly hired by former local government chairman and cronies of the Federal Capital Territory Minister B0MB, was found and arrested at the Rivers State University Teaching Hospital in Portharcourt. But it was not clear if it was during a protest organized by the loyalists of the minister Wike in support of the occupation of the 23 local government area secretariats by the police. The Rivers State Commissioner for Health, Dr. B0MB, has confirmed the incident, describing it as a malicious attempt to detonate an explosive. However, by Tuesday night, the suspect was said to have been found receiving treatment at the state government hospital. According to the State Commissioner for Health, B0MB, the hospital immediately called the ministry to confirm their suspicion. However, in a statement by Nelson Chibudi, the Chief Press Secretary to Governor Similahi Fubara, the government gave him his name as Josiah Preye, a university graduate who works and lives in Portharcourt, the state capital. The government claimed that the suspect is a supporter of the minister of the FCT, B0MB, adding that the suspect took part in the solidarity walk on Tuesday in support of the minister. The state government backed his claim with his 50-second video showing a masked man identified as the suspect participating in the walk and a video of him in intensive care unit of a medical facility. The statement reads in part, on Tuesday, June 25, 2024, ardent loyalists of the former governor of the Rivers State and a Federal Capital Territory Minister, B0MB, entered day 2 of their so-called pro-police protest to press home a smokescreen of the veiled narrative that they support the Nigerian Police Force, NPF, decision to barricade and deny staff and officials of the third tier of government in the 23 local government areas access to their offices to perform their constitutional duties and advance democracy in the state and country. The narrative was anchored on the agitation for tenure elongation by 6 months for the former elected local government chairman and councillors, whose statutory 3-year term has expired at midnight June 17, 2024, and therefore constitutionally barred from continuing to serve in that capacity, except their mandates are renewed through a fresh election and are sworn in again after taking a new oath of office administered by appropriate judicial officer. But for a group which claimed that they were on the side of the law and embarking on peaceful protests in support of law enforcement agents to hire, empower and embolden folks, suicide bombers, cultists, anarchists and all manner of criminals does not add up. This is Josiah Preye hired together with other thugs, cultists, anarchists and violent extremists, all sponsored by the likes of former Speaker, State House of Assembly Martin Amabile, member representing Obiakpor Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Kingsley Chinda, former Obiakpor Local Government Council Chairman Barrister George Arolu, Chief of Staff to FCT Minister Chidi Amadi, President General of GDI Rat Amiwile, Timothy Alias General Woski, among others, who are all called unrepentant loyalists of B0MB. Josiah Preye was a part of the protest on Monday, day 1 of the protest, and on day 2, he's seen in this video carrying improvised explosive device with specific instructions on how to do it and how to use, where and when to detonate the device. He is one among others in the crowd paid by the sponsors of the evil protest to cause anarchy and chaos in the state with the major aim of justifying their call for a state with their major aim of justifying their call for a state of emergency in Rivers State so that they can use up power from the back door, since they know the Rivers people have rejected them in their various positions. Again, their ploy was to create pandemonium with the explosive device when they marched the street to demand for tenure elongation for local government chairman and who has served their statutory 3-year tenure. They chose near Hotel Presidential on the very busy Portharcourt Expressway, where some senators and House of Representatives, committee members and oversight functions in the state were lodging to detonate the device, but it failed. Nemesis further caught up with Josiah Preye, and the explosive device caused severe harm and injuries to the hunter, Josiah Preye. The hunter is now the hunted. Josiah Preye is now battling with karma and the God who sees the hearts of the wicked and unleashes vengeance against their evil plots. Is fighting for the innocent and real abiding citizens and liberated residents of the state. The plan is to get reason to support their call for a state of emergency and scuttle God-ordained administration currently providing good governance and dividends of democracy to the people of the state failed woefully. And by the special grace of God, they will continue to fail and falter. Security agencies should act now and bring all those involved in the failed bombing in Portharcourt to face justice. Josiah Preye is a graduate of Imo State University, Owerri. He works at Sky Packing Materials LLC and lives in Portharcourt, the statement added. So because of waiting, just because of that incident, just because of, I don't know how much the incident will give this guy. The guy messed up big time. Huh? Just imagine this young fool has lost his two hands. The next thing is that the people that hired him after some time will no longer see anything useful in him as a disabled person, and hence will be abandoned. At some point, he may no longer be useful to his employers, hence he may be relieved of his employment. To make matters worse, he's no longer employable in the current state. He has put himself and may end up as a beggar. His wife may abandon him for same men that hired him. Can you imagine? Because of waiting, how much they call you for? How much they call you, tell you, say go give, then go give you. People, they follow politicians, so they fight politicians, as in, when they use their sense, they will follow them. Now, don't see where land now. Okay. Fools always die fools' deaths. He who lives by the sword dies by the sword. How I wish other thugs will end this way. He understood within this soul. Why not show us his picture? Yes, so I was even going to ask. What's he protest his picture for? It is very unfortunate that only the lawbreakers have access to the corridors of power in Nigeria. As far as I'm concerned, they are all the same. No amount of embellishment or speech will change that. Fubara conspired with Mike to bring out a popular candidate in the most controversial election in Rivers State, and today they would have turned enemies to themselves. My friends, you can mock the gullible people of Nigeria, not God. For what a man sows, that he will reap. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.